It's about to get wild, wild, yeah, crazy nuts. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but this one really only makes two come to mind. Red alert, y'all. The weather is about to become unhinged and special. We're talking severe weather, critical fire risk, frost freeze, heavy rain, heavy rain, heavy rain. Yep, I'm talking big bad storms Thursday, big bad storms Friday, big bad storms Saturday, and big bad storms Sunday. That's like almost 100 hours of possible severe weather, with Thursday and Saturday being the biggest WTF days. I dost thou repeat again, Thursday and Saturday are looking to be pretty nasty for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. So buckle up and stay cool. People were saying that having bloody horses run around London was a very bad sign. A worse sign than robot flamethrower dogs, though? Question mark. Some people in the Philippines are saying it feels like they're getting hit with a flamethrower, but they're not. They're just getting hit with really hot heat. Supposedly, heat so hot you can barely breathe. This is Kenya, and they are flooding very bad. This is Russia, and they are flooding almost worse. I mean, when you get to 1-story, 2-story flooding, that is very, very bad. And it would be great if all the world leaders worked together to help, deal with all these major earth-changing, solar system-changing events that have been going on. But that would probably not be the case this week. Possibly even not this year. The ocean is like, hey, let's get hurricane season started. But we're all like, no, not yet. And someone has requested that I do my first, or I do a hurricane prediction video. Okay, I will. I'll get to that. But I got to make it special and super fancy, so give me some time. I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm going to stick to my position that I've had at THORnews. Protests are dumb. Oh, wait, I don't know if the protesting is dumb. It's just that if you go to one, nothing good's going to happen, pretty much. If that offends you, I apologize. Now's just not a great time to be part of an emotional mob, in my opinion. But hey, you do you, buckaroo. Here we're looking at really shitty, horrible, bad flooding in China. And if you've been having a rough go of it lately, here, have a placebo. Mercury goes direct tomorrow. Voyager 1 has started talking to us again. Taylor Swift was like, you wouldn't survive a week in the asylum I was raised in. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I was trained on Saturn's moon Titan. I mean, she didn't say that specifically to me. I don't think she did. Anyway. Although I do think her new song Florida might be kind of about me. If you bump into her, please ask her. But try not to upset her boyfriend, Travis. They seem to be happy. I'm happy for them. It's weird. Times they are changing. It used to be when the sky turned orange, people were like, wow, it looks like we're on Mars. But now the sky turns orange, they're like, wow, it looks like we're on Dune. Remember, I don't think the planet's called Dune. I forget what the planet's called. Anyway, what was it talking about? This is Greece. And Greece is orange. All right, time for some centrist political jokes. The U.S. government seeks 3-year prison sentence for ex-Binance CEO CZ. And according to Republicans, MAGA, and QAnon, if this happens, it would make CZ a shoo-in to win the election of president of the USA in 2024, according to them. President Biden trying to throw it in the dirt by banning TikTokers, or whatever that's what you call 18 to 26-year-olds, right? TikTokers? And so he's trying to ban TikTok, which is going to piss an entire generation of 18 to 26-year-olds. All right, if these are those jokes were funny, I apologize, but we just live in strange times, and it's strange that we're going straight into the mouth of AI, and our only two presidential choices are 100 years old, if you round up for inflation. And it's just weird, they admit there's a 5% chance artificial intelligence is going to kill us all, but They're like, that's the chance we're willing to take. I'm like, who's we? But life is full of risks. So play defense, stay cool, help us avoid World War III, and, let's prevent civilization from collapsing. Hey, y'all, we made it. I made it 10 years as Planetary Defense Commander. Thank you for all y'all have done to help us through all these fucking trying times. Paraguay is also having super duper major flooding problems. I can almost guarantee you in a week or 2 or 3 or 4, it's going to switch and parts of the USA will be getting major flooding problems. Hopefully not sooner than that, but you never know. Mother Nature is filled with surprises. They're not always great. And, I try not to make fun of anybody's beliefs, and I'm going to try not to do that here. But I don't know how many times I am a Christian, but I don't know how many times through the years I've seen people be like, here comes the rapture, predicted date. That don't happen. Anyway, I don't personally believe in the rapture. No matter what, as I don't believe as a Christian. Jesus wasn't like, all right, dude, you have to believe in the rapture to be a Christian. I'm just saying, keeping on predicting dates and then having them not happen doesn't necessarily make you look that divinely connected, shall we say. Trying to appeal to the 20 and 30 somethings, RFK Jr. said, I'm going to put these nuts on the blockchain. I was like, yo, dude, that is too much information. And I just want to say this again, if I can, if you don't mind. Elon keeps talking about like, man, they're not allowing free speech in America. They're not allowing free speech in Brazil. I'm pissed off they're not allowing free speech in Australia. But how come he's never mad at China for not allowing free speech? He's got no bone to pick with them, which I just find odd. Anywho, what was it talking about? Oh yeah, Gonging, China. It also is getting hit with major flooding. And he's also never like, Saudi Arabia should allow free speech and Russia should allow free speech. It's always, I don't know. Anyway, I have very mixed feelings anytime Grimes looks really hot. Ashton is like, this is total proof that we have anti-gravitational technology that can bend space-time and open portals. Like, no, man, that is not proof. I mean, that may be true. I'm not denying that. That would explain why all those blue clouds were growing on Mars when I stopped really sending us new pictures of Mars. Did you notice that? Like, we kept seeing all these cool photos of Mars, and there was this big blue cloud growing where they might be pumping oxygen. Meaning you might be able to get over to Mars in like a portal thingy. But I'm just saying, this ain't proof, man. Even if you have a mild efficiency in Adobe After Effects, then you could definitely do this shit. Good morning, Japan lunar lander. Survived a third night on the moon. I don't know. I don't want you to argue. I don't want people to be like, hey, man, we've never been to the moon. I think we have bases there. Anyway, what was I talking about? And who's the channel that used to do videos about how they, like, you could see almost like a VHS blip go over the moon, where it'd be like they could be projecting a LED light type thingy. So if you had bases on the moon, you couldn't see because they'd like project over it. Anywho, hey, it's a face, but that's the sun. All right, the stock market was really weird because like Lockheed Martin overperformed on its earnings and guidance, and then its stock crashed. And then Meta overperformed on its earnings and guidance, and its stock crashed. But then like Tesla totally bombed on its earnings and totally bombed on its guidance, but then its stock skyrocketed. Strange days indeed. It's coming at you like a dark horse. Man, Dubai got hit hard. If you look around on the internet, you can see all their cars and stuff. A lot of their really expensive, fancy cars got totally unfancied, I guess. There's been a lot of solar flares. All right. Anyway, I'm already at the 10-minute mark. Anyway, exciting times. Maybe I'll make another video, later tonight. But yeah, like I've been saying, it is kind of weird how Silicon Valley has used social media to literally get everybody to absolutely hate government. Now, I'm not saying government's perfect or flawless. But it is weird how Silicon Valley has used social media over the last 20 years, trying to turn everyone absolutely against government. Remember, there's no nation on the planet that doesn't have a government. Maybe they should do that. They should they should buy their own country and then go try to have a wonderful place with no government, And then, everybody's always like, man, you know who I hate the most? The IRS. And the other day I watched the movie, The Untouchables, one of my favorite movies of all time. And you know what ended the Wild Wild West? The IRS and barbed wire. All right. God bless everyone. Stay cool. Talk to y'all soon. Here's a picture of me wearing a Deadpool shirt in 1999. Let's fudge and go. Let's fudge and go. Peace out, nerd faces.